Well, hello. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do by putting in a box and wiring up my refrigerator and some other wires and some other plugs, receptacles that I'm going to do. This is my box. This is the box I chose because it has the little flaps on it. These flaps will help it to go inside the hole. Once I turn it up, it will allow it to screw tightly and secure it to the wall. Now I'm going to show you. Now, here's the hole that I have. This hole right here will help me get to the wire. I'm going to notch it out right here, this little section here. I'm going to notch that out, the hole there. This is the hole, and I chose this section because it is right above the notched out area that I'm going to put in. This box will be placed inside here, and since I can't get to it to get to this stud, the 2x4, then I chose this kind so it can go up in the air and will hold securely behind the drywall. So once I put it in, I will go in, put it in like this, and it will screw here, and it will, in the inside it will go up like that and hold it tightly. It's also one here at the bottom will go down tightly and hold at the bottom. First I have to put a hole in. There's a place right here. These places are to notch out for the wire. So I will be notching this hole out, and then I will be placing the wire in. So I'm going to notch this hole out. I don't have anyone to hold this for me, so I'm going to have to notch this hole out and then show you how it is when I put the wire in. And I will be notching this hole out. Now, here's the panel box. I had someone else to do it, so it's different from what I would do. I like to make mine really nice and neat, but I did try to fix it up from what someone else did. There are some places in here that I had an electrician come and do. This is the main switch here. I can turn that off. I'm not going to be touching anything. So, and everything is covered and secure. I've checked. The only wires that are loose are the ground wires. So I'm just going to cut it off, and then I'm going to notch this hole out here, put the wire in, and it's so close that I could just do it right here and then put my breaker right in either one of these sections that I choose. All right, well, let's put this down so I can notch it out and show you how. Right here. Okay, so now this is where I'm notching the hole out. I'm hoping you can see it. So I'm going to go down. I hate to do this and then hurt myself, so I'm kind of taking my time. It is a little hard, but as you see, I got it out. I wanted to take my time with it. And then I'm going to set this down because I want to cut the wire. See the hole? Now, this is the wire that I have. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, she's got the 12. So I got the 12 because it's a refrigerator, and I also have it because I may want to put something else in this particular area. So I'll put the 12 on it, and I will be using this 20. It's a 20 amp breaker. I have a new one, but I just want to use this one over. And so this wire goes with that breaker. And I also have a receptacle to go with it. Now, you have to have the receptacles that will go with the particular wire. I don't know if you can see that it is a 20 amp and not a 15, but that's why you buy these. You buy the wire to go with the receptacle. You buy the breaker to go with all three. This is the new one that I bought, so you can see it better now. And you also have to buy the right one. This is a GE, and then this is a GE. They won't match. You have to match them up. And they also have a different way that they put in. This is for an indoor, the way it is here, and they have some for the outdoor. So this particular one is made for indoors, the way this is notched out here. So let's get started. I'm going to pause it if I can. and then you can get back with me. Okay, now I have cut the hole out, notched the hole out right there with a screwdriver and a hammer. I took the screwdriver, put it in here, took the hammer and knocked it out, knocked the hole out. I just simply put the wire down in this way, and I left enough wire here so I can put it up to the breakers where I want to, and I made enough just in case I want to put it higher or lower, but I can always cut some off. It's better to leave it a little long instead of cutting some off. Now down here at the bottom, as you see, I don't have my box in, and I know some people will say, well, okay, you should put your box in. No, not yet, because this way I can slip the wire in between here, and I don't have to do a lot. I just slip it in, go up, and then this way I can just fish forward this way. I could do it this way. Sorry about the camera moving so much, but you know, it's only me. And then I can push it in, get the screw, making sure that it's secure here. And then I can like screw the screw in there, folding this up, making sure it stays up the way it's supposed to. So I secure it this way, and that little flap behind it, you could tell is tightening up. So that one's tightening up, and then this one, I'm going to push that one in, and then twist this one. And so once I push it in, all I have to do is twist it. And there it is. It's twisted down. I'm going to twist it down. Sorry about that. I had to move it a little bit out of my way so I could see. And I'm twisting it, and it will stay down. It's down as far as it can go, see? So it's not going any further, just wanting to make sure. And I've got that one twisted. And then I've got my wires here. What I'm going to do now is take this, I can splice this wire. I'll set it right here. See if you can watch me. Splice this, I usually go 6 inches up. That's all you really need. Some people go 9 just because they want to make sure. And then you pull this apart, going up. I'll just take, I take a little more because I like to make sure that I have enough. And you can always put the wires back in. Take off the plate, this little paper right here. Cut. I need to get a sharper knife. I always do things with the knives. And then I have a wire cutters, and it has a little snipper, and it snips it off at the end, snips it off at this end. This one doesn't have to be snipped off. And then we're ready for the receptacle. We put the receptacle in. We're gonna push the wires here up in here. I'm ready for the receptacles. Put these on, twist them. At the very top part here, I have my wire, and I'm ready to splice that the same way. And this way, when I splice this part, I'm going to put the white one in the section where the white ones go, the brass over on the side with the brass, and then the black wire will be going into the back of the breaker. So this wire here is going into the back of this breaker, and that's going to attach right inside over there. I'm trying to see if you can see it, and that's the screw to screw it down, to make sure it's screwed down tightly right there. Okay, so let me put it on pause again, and then I will get back with you to show you how to do it. Since I'm holding it myself, I'm sorry, I have to. Okay, now I'm back. And what I've done is I went on and cut the wires. I cut them a little bit here because I wanted to make them a little shorter. I used my wire clippers, put it through the hole, clip it, and then I decided to show you how to put the breaker inside. And I'm going to show you some things that you should be watching for. So let me show you. Okay,